Our role in the city is to be a food bank, which is a non-governmental, non-profitable and charitable organization that is in charge of distributing food to vulnerable population that have problems purchasing their own. The continued rainfall that occurred in the city recently flooded the streets. Most of the garbage containers and garbage trucks could not hold such huge amount of water, and therefore the garbage spilled all over the city. Due to the natural disaster, many people are suffering from scarce food and gastrointestinal diseases. The government is implementing strategies for helping people with rescue forces and medical attention, but the trash problem is still present in the city. Food trash is one of the main contributors to the problem, and if we produce more packaged food or if we discard food, the problem will only become bigger.
Our proposal to solve the problem and our hypothesis is that if the food bank starts distributing healthy food to the most needed people, then the health and disease problems will be reduced by having a better sanitation process in the managing of food. Our prediction is that by using better processes of sanitation and distribution, we expect to solve the specific issues of the disaster. One of them is the lack of food, specifically to those who have always had necessity, and also to the people who lost most of their goods in the disaster. The second problem we predict will be solved is the various diseases that spread out due to the disaster and the storm. Finally, in concluding our prediction, we are anxious to see improvements in health and necessities of the whole city.
Design and selected methods. In order to implement our hypothesis, we will distribute the most healthy food to the needed people. Our food will be very cheap in the cost production and will have very good quality. This will help the population because it will prevent health problems by consuming good food. The select method is experimental because we're going to manage that the food that we're delivering is healthy and that it comes in individual portions. This experimental problem will help to solve stomach problems. The data is a mix between the progress of gastrointestinal disease and the amount of people that are supplied by food. The way that we as a city are going to solve this problem is that first we're going to gather the interests of voluntary people, then we're going to send them around the city to see the most needed areas of the city, then they will determine how much food that area needs. The kind of food that will be used to best solve gastrointestinal disease. After that, it will be established locals with food and some minivans with food will be sent to the areas that are more deep in the location.
In order to solve the gastrointestinal disease, we must define the kind of diseases and the type of nutritional therapy we are going to use. The first disease is nausea and vomiting. We are going to solve that with fats, with fatty meats, milk, dessert, and sour snacks. Another disease is dysphagia, with semi-solid food and thickened liquids. Peptic ulcer disease. We're going to solve this with food with high soluble fiber, such as dry beans, lentils, oats, orange, apples, potatoes, and carrots. The other disease is dumping syndrome. We're going to use dietetic food, vegetables, and fruits. As we are an example of a bank, an example of a bank distribution in case of a disaster is the United States Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service. Through this food bank, they can help and assist in three ways. First one, provide community foods for shelters and other mass feeding sites. Another one, distributes community food packages directly to households in need. And for last, issues emergency SNAP benefits, which is a federal response plan for in case of a disaster occurs in any city of the United States.